So the price of ICP is currently pulling back. But the question is this the beginning of a major dump, a major crash, or is this just a minor correction before the next leg up? That's what we need to discuss in today's video. Trust me when I say this is one that you do not want to miss, that is for sure. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys doing research. Now, real quick before I get into things, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. Right now, they've got a $300 USDT giveaway happening. It goes towards one winner. How to be eligible for this draw: you sign up, deposit, and trade between November 3rd and 15th. All users signed up using my link, new and old, is eligible for this draw. Again, BTCC, the link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. You know, ICP is one of those projects where if it was to ever enter the top 10 on CoinMarketCap, a lot of investors is going to be mad. They're going to be so mad. They're going to be punching air because everyone had the opportunity to get ICP at a cheap price. Not that long ago, this thing was sitting at $3, but people are still overlooking it for whatever reason. I came across a post on X, which I want to show you guys in a bit, but it's quite accurate. And this is one reason why I am still surprised that investors are staying away from ICP. But the main reason why investors are staying away from ICP, let's be honest, is a price action. If the price was moving in a favorable direction over the last couple years, everybody would have ICP right now. And everybody, or more and more people, would have conducted proper research into this project. But unfortunately, the price has been pretty flat for quite a long time, and that's why investors was staying out. But not that long ago, about maybe like a week and a half or two ago, ICP finally started to make some moves towards the upside, and a lot more eyes have been pierced in on ICP. But now it's pulling back, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But the question is, how low are we going to go before making our next leg up? Or is this the end and ICP is about to crash back down towards $3 and never recover? Anyways, let's take a quick look at this crypto bubbles before I pull up the charts in ICP and go over to X and see if there's any news and all that sorts of fun stuff. So right now we're kind of seeing a mixture on the day, but I feel like I'm seeing a little bit more green than I am seeing red. One of the few red coins, well, not few, there's several red coins here, but you can see ICP right now is down 8.6% on the day. So on a green day, ICP is down. But is that necessarily a bad thing? Not really, because most of these coins right here that's currently in the green over the last week or two hasn't really been pumping. So yes, it might be up 10% or so, but that is nothing compared to what ICP is up over the last couple weeks. Okay, so definitely you got to take that into consideration. Right now, ICP is pulling back, but this is just a correction in my personal opinion. I'm going to pull up the charts in just a second, but take a look at this. I came across this post. Now, this is an older post. This is a post from July 20th of 2024. So really take this in. This is how fast ICP is in comparison to other projects, right? So you can see Cardano, you can see Ethereum, you can see Solana. So you can see that ICP is moving very, very fast here in this clip, right? Also, Solana is moving very fast in this clip, but check this out. ICP is still moving while Solana is restarting. Okay, so ICP is one of those projects that it's legit, it's fast, it's capable to do multiple things on the blockchain, but because the price action is not doing much, people are overlooking it and just looking elsewhere. Unfortunately, it's all about, unfortunately, just hype just lands someplace and it just sticks. And the hype hasn't yet landed, in my personal opinion, on ICP. But we've seen narrative shifts time and time again in this bull cycle, right? Narratives, meta, it's been shifting all over the place. Eventually, I strongly believe that something is going to come here and stick with ICP, and then a lot of investors is going to catch ultimate FOMO. They're going to be mad that they didn't buy cheap, they didn't buy low when they had the opportunity. Then they're going to be caught buying this thing at all-time highs. That's what I strongly believe, and the reason for that is I see it all this time in this space, right? All the time in this space. Nothing has ever changed. People don't want to buy low, they only want to buy high. It's so weird. But a lot of ICP holders, investors, they've been extremely bullish and very consistent. This is one of those projects that's got a very solid community. The community hasn't been going anywhere, no matter how bearish people have been on ICP for the last couple of years. The investors here continue to hold, continue to bull post, and this lets you know that honestly, this sky is the limit. Because when it comes to crypto, we all know that the community is pretty much everything. If the community gives up on a project, then the project is essentially dead, no matter how strong, how good the project is. You know, over time, eventually, a legit project, the masses is going to catch on. But when it comes to like the early stages in crypto, it ultimately comes down to the community, right? And the community for ICP is like none others. It's just been absolutely crazy, right? What does this person say? ICP will hit new all-time highs very soon. I'll share randomly $5,000 to someone when ICP hits $88. You can believe it or not, but I believe in ICP. If you want to win, then like, retweet, blah, 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 right? But yeah, people believe in this thing. $88 is a very bullish but reasonable price target, I think, for ICP. It's just a matter of when is ICP going to hit $88. It's not going to be for 2025, but potentially 2026. You never know, right? I mean, if the bull market really takes off, then yeah, sky is really just the limit for ICP. Like, check this out, and I've showed you guys this in previous ICP videos, right? Anytime a coin is taking off, everybody wants to make articles about it, everybody wants to talk about it, right? And you can see the same thing is happening here still for ICP. People are still talking about ICP. This was posted, what, 21 hours ago. ICP is growing up for a monster move. 7 hours ago, ICP's network expansion reaching new milestone in blockchain foundations and business integration. And then top crypto with biggest price fluctuation, soon ICP. You know, this one a few days ago, ICP pumps 20% despite crypto crash. Best altcoin to buy now. And something tells me we're going to see more and more of these over the next like coming weeks for this project, because I honestly believe that things are just getting started. When you take a look at the price action on the day, right? So ICP is currently sitting at $6.77. In the last 24 hours, this thing is down over 9.5%. The current market cap is $3.65 billion. A lot of people might be looking at this market cap and going, man, $3.65 billion, that's just way too high. People always say that, right? Way too high. But then XRP ran from what, 50 billion market cap over to, I don't know, 100 and something billion, or was it 30 billion market cap to 100 and something billion dollar market cap? But I guarantee you that a lot of investors wish that they had XRP at a $13 billion market cap valuation, right? Right now, we're seeing ICP sitting at a $3.65 billion market cap. How high is this thing potentially going to go, right? Like I showed you 2 seconds ago, someone says $88, and right now, this thing is sitting at $6, right? So lots of room left to run here. But I will say this, the volume in the last 24 hours has fallen off a bit because, as you can see, the volume is down 45% in the last 24 hours. That being said, there needed to be some sort of volume cool down. There needed to be some sort of price cool down because it was running too hot. If this thing ran in a straight line for multiple days, multiple weeks, like Zcash, for example, then at that point, no one is going to know how hard the crash is going to be, and no one will actually know when is a good time to get in on a project that has rallied significantly in such a short amount of time. But this pullback right now that we're seeing on ICP is actually a good thing, because it allows investors to get in at a better deal than it was just a couple of days ago when this thing did reach what? I think it reached $10. Let's see here, $9.50. But I feel like this chart might be a little bit off. I'm pretty sure I saw this thing touch $10. But yeah, it was pretty much $10, and right now it's sitting at $6.75, right? So if you're looking to get in on ICP for the very first time, right now could be a pretty decent entry price, right? Let me actually go over to the charts here so I can give you guys a better entry price. So I'm going to say ICP could pull back down towards around $6.26. I think this is a better opportunity for anyone looking to get into ICP for the first time or add to your ICP bags, because as you can see right here, this level should act up as a support level. But remember, if the market crashes, then you never know what's going to happen. Maybe ICP could fall back down towards these lows of $2.82. So you could potentially get ICP down here if the market just tanks and Bitcoin fall below $100,000. But if Bitcoin remains above $100,000 and it's just good market sentiment, then I'm going to say ICP should correct down here towards $6.26 and hopefully start making its way back up. Okay, now if we take a look at this indicator here, what does it show us? This is called Trade Assist. Lets you know when's a good time to buy and sell crypto. The last bullish momentum, I don't know if you guys can see it on your screen here, but it was on November 3rd. And yeah, ICP did a nice pop towards the upside. And right now, I think what we're seeing is just a correction, right? But yeah, $6.26 if you guys are looking to get to ICP for the very first time. Let's come back over here on X, see what other people are saying here. To all the ICP influencers that we selling opium the last 2 days about a potential Coinbase collaboration. Can you now STFU? Respect loss for most of you. In other news, don't worry, ICP is still alien tech and is going to 3 digits. Yeah, people still believe in this thing, right? So that's a good sign. And honestly, and what's a better sign is the fact that even while ICP was going down, people are still boat posting ICP and still saying that ICP was going to get into 3 digits, right? And yeah, over $100. So always a great sign. Let's see what this person say. ICP soared 235% in 7 days. From November 1st to 8th, ICP jumped 235%, marking one of the biggest altcoin moves this month. Yeah, so obviously a correction is needed for this project. It can't just go up forever, everybody, right? So yeah, I think we're experiencing a correction. I don't think this is a crash, and sky's the limit here. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. What do you guys think about the price action on ICP? Do you think that this is a well-deserved correction, or do you believe that this is just a crash and ICP is going to reach back down towards these lows of $2.80? Let me know down below in the comment section. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below. And until next time, take care.